Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see all of you on here. Who all do we have with us this morning? Annie7, good morning. Deirdre, hello, thank you for sharing. And Auntie Jean Lorio. Brandy, oh, Brandy, I'm so glad you're in here early with us today. Andrea Gregg, Kathy Hand, hello, hello, my peas. How are you doing? We're doing okay here. Me and Michelle, she'll be here in just a moment. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Oh, yeah, me too, Catherine. I have a big old coffee cup this morning. Michelle knows how to have a coffee cup. It's not a little one, it's a really big one. So, good morning. Let's do some heart-brain coherence. So, hand on your heart. Breathe it in. Take in all that wonderful love, peace, joy, right into your heart center. Just let it sit there for a moment. Waken your heart up. And then let go of anything you don't need any longer, anything that's not serving your best and highest good. Just let it go. And we're going to do that again. Breathe in love. And breathe out love. Breathe in peace. And breathe out peace. Breathe in joy this morning. And breathe out joy. See that stream of light going from your heart to your mind and then to the divine. We're going up, up, up because our Marietta just got here. Oh, look at what we have this morning. We have some beauty. Thank you,
It's
Michelle.
from my garden.
They're from her garden. Oh my
Good morning.
gosh. That's so awesome. Elevate them a little bit. There we
Oh,
go.
that looks nice.
It does.
Yeah.
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Teri. I wanted a match this morning.
She had to go change clothes so we would match.
So we would match.
I love
I
that.
like things matching. Blonde hair, it's all good.
Oh, look at us. Do we match?
Yes.
Bricky's here. Good morning. Julie Kiss came in. And that's our Marietta, our sweetheart. Marietta, how are you doing? I know you're okay because you're on here, but I hope that those winds and the rain were not terrible for you. On your side of the Keys. We were seeing some of the stuff that was happening at Key West.
Yeah.
And I just said to Michelle, I'm hoping Marietta is going to be fine where she's at. And they're saying good morning to you.
Brookie, good morning. Wowway. Cheers. Yes.
Kathleen's here. Good morning.
Hey, Deirdre, how are you feeling?
Can you
Oops.
get over there?
Yeah, I can. I guess I have to move closer here.
There you go.
But I have to move my legs. Sorry. Oh, this is hysterical.
You get to see the behind the scenes.
Oh, dear Lord.
Me and Michelle trying to get our act together here.
It's so easy for you every morning, only when I come on. Right? Excuse me.
We're happy to have you on. And Brandy says, nice to meet you, Michelle.
Yes.
How's everybody doing? I know some of you are probably going to be in the path of some of that wind and rain. So prayers going out to all of those along the coastline. Annie, I don't think you're going to get any of it. You might get some rain, but it looks like it's headed more up to my folks up in Tennessee, Kentucky area.
Hey, Catherine, hi. Catherine Kovacs, hi. Yeah, right now it's a 2. You know, it's downgraded to a 2, but supposedly it's going to gain momentum.
We're not going to let it.
Okay.
We've already put the call out.
It's right. It's right.
Just see it playing small. And
Yeah.
Annie said, yeah, you're okay. Yeah, I don't think Louisiana's really going to get hurt by it.
Yeah.
And Jean Lorio, oh yeah, how are our babies doing? I got the message about baby Wyatt yesterday, Kathleen. So keeping both of those babies in our hearts. There's our Leo. Yay. Leo, I saw your artwork on Facebook. I didn't know you were such an artist, but good to know. And I think Deirdre gave us an update. Let's see what she
Kathy
said.
Caputo, hi. Sorry, you don't mean to jump in. I'm
No, you're
reading them with you.
good. You're
And
good.
yeah, we're feeling hopeful for you too, Deirdre. So,
Oh, good. So you're going today to see the surgeon. Okay, good.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going with you, you know.
Yeah. We'll all be crowded in there.
Yeah, when you're sitting in that room, just
Mm.
know we're all there. Marietta says it's windy here. We tied all our outside chairs together so they don't blow into the water. Sweet Dreams is tied up fine at the dock, and we are praying for all others in the path to be safe.
Yes.
Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Marietta.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've been through quite a few of these things yourself.
Mm.
Marietta actually lost a home to a hurricane.
No, that's devastating.
Mm-hmm. It is. Oh, Sally. Good morning, Sally and Tony. So glad you're here. Surround sound.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. And yes, wake up, girlfriend.
Surround.
We're trying. We got our coffee going on.
Yeah, we do. Do you want some breakfast? Do you want me to cook you some breakfast right now?
We could do a cooking show.
Oh, oh, I'm all in for that. Definitely. Definitely. It is so overcast here, though, right?
Yeah,
It's like
Michelle
dusk.
she opened the door and she goes, it's heavy
It's
out
heavy,
there.
very heavy, very heavy,
Yeah.
but quiet. That's the interesting thing before the storm, it gets very quiet.
Right. Hope is here.
Hey, Hope.
And Kathleen, they're concerned that Wyatt's body is starting to reject the heart. Talking about hospice again, but we know better for our superheroes. It's kind of normal, actually. I don't remember exactly when he had his transplant, but that's why they really hit you with heavy doses of the anti-rejection medicine because it's a foreign body, even though it's something that we all have in the organs. But the body considers it a foreign body until it actually accepts that organ. So let's see that happening with Wyatt. Let's see it calming down and his little body saying, oh, this is mine now. This is my heart.
Yeah.
So I'm going to intend that for him and all of us. Let's just bond
Yes.
together for that.
Yes. Most definitely.
Yeah.
And that's something you're familiar with.
Oh,
right?
So familiar with that. Yes. Yes. And, and he's so young. He's a baby. And when I was at transplant games earlier this year, I met two men who had their hearts 30 years ago. And they were strong, they were thriving. So I'm going to hold that vision for Wyatt. I'm going to see him 30 years from now participating in those transplant games and walking the miles that they walk and doing all the games. So,
that's a beautiful vision and manifestation.
mm-hmm.
Seeing the future, yes.
And don't we know about manifestation?
We do.
At least how to do it.
Right.
Yes, we have class tonight, guys.
Yeah.
And we're going to intend that nothing's going to happen here. Our power's going to stay on. We're going to be able to connect with all of you. And so we're steaming straight ahead and have class tonight on manifestation.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Kathy Hand, who's in Maryland, says we have these slow-moving rain systems keeping us wet and soggy here in Western Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the calm before the storm. where Michelle lives is kind of the center of the state.
Mm-hmm.
We're not on the coast, thank God,
Oh,
because I
yeah.
know they're really getting battered with the rain and the wind. But I think it's not even supposed to hit land until what, like late tonight.
I don't,
Is
I'm
that what
not,
they're saying?
I'm really getting a little bit confused by the weather reports because it seems like a loop of it's a category, it's a strong storm, it's gaining power. This is where we think it's going, but I'm not getting any real, well, I don't think I'm getting any real time, like where is it in
Yeah,
relation to where we are right now. But
right.
it's interesting that a lot of the storms have been taking that Gulf path up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, well, for years, hurricanes, we haven't paid attention to the middle of the country of the United States.
I
So,
know.
so let's,
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're in for a rude awakening.
yeah, yeah. It's when I see the trajectory of it, it's bizarre, right? That it's going
It
up through
really
the middle.
is. Yeah, we were talking last night. We said Mother Nature must have just said, "Oh, I've done this and I've done that. Now I'm
That's
just going to go
right.
this
That's what you
way."
said. I'm trying a new I have my GPS go a different way.
Yeah, yeah, she's going to do different stuff. Um, yes, Kathleen, 30 years and a whole lot more for that sweet baby. We're going to see that.
Yes.
And Kathy, I hope your friend Don does well with his transplant as well. And seeing him participating in those transplant games. They happen every 2 years. And this just happened to be the first year I was able to participate. I was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And what a memory of just being around thousands of people affected by either having a transplant or donating an organ or having a family member that did that as they passed from their body. It's just amazing what they can do these
That
days.
is beautiful. And how uplifting is that?
Mm-hmm.
What support
Yeah,
and how uplifting to be around people who have had transplants and that many years later. That's wonderful, encouraging.
yes,
And more, that's exactly what's happening. A lot of you may have noticed that a friend of mine, Debbie, who Debbie Hawks, I put on our prayer list to get a kidney. She finally did. She got a kidney, and the transplant went well. And it's been a little while now, and she's doing beautifully. So
that's great.
thank you all for
Yeah,
those prayers. It makes a difference.
it does. Prayer makes such a difference, and we know
Mm-hmm.
that's going to make a difference in this storm. We
Yeah.
saw it when I was in Louisiana. We saw what happened, and we asked for it to be with ease and grace and don't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I always ask. If the storm is going to come on land, just do no harm.
Mm.
Leave people alone.
Yeah.
We know you're going to do some damage, but leave our people alone.
Right. Bubble of protection.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It may go to North Carolina. It's really, you know, that's the thing. Nobody knows. We listen with the TV on yesterday, and every once in a while we'd be drawn over to pay
To
attention to
see
it,
where is it
and we're
going, but it's
like,
pretty much the same.
yeah, didn't they say that like 3 hours ago? They were saying this exact same thing.
Oh God, those poor anchor people. They really have to just fill up. They have so many words, so many more
I
words than I have
know.
these days. I'm running out of words, I think, I'm running out of words, but they have a stream of
I
words.
know, and it's kind of funny. I mean, the storm itself isn't funny, but it's funny to watch the
Yeah.
process.
Yes, yes.
Because they have this what I consider a boring job. It's like, oh, it's
Oh.
sunshiny today and it's hot, and then the next day it's sunshiny and it's hot, and now it's like, oh my gosh, guys, we have a hurricane.
Yeah.
They actually have something
We
to
have something to
do.
talk. We have something more to talk about with the weather. Wow. Yes, 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 yes. True.
uh, Auntie Jean says we should go out to breakfast. We look so pretty in peach,
Oh.
before any bad weather. Well, I have pajama bottoms on. I don't know that
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, me
breakfast
too.
ready to go outside.
Hey, they're not called pajama bottoms anymore. They're called loungewear, and you can go
Oh,
any place with them. I have a whole assortment of what I call loungewear.
all right then. Well,
So
I have walked outside in them before if I needed to go to the
there
car
you
and
go.
I'm not dressed
So,
yet.
yeah,
It's like, hey, neighbor.
right.
I think when I was at Sherry's, I even left my loungewear on to go get the garbage can after the garbage guys had been by.
Yeah, yeah. I've done that. I've met the garbage men in an unfortunate, I guess, encounter because my hair is so short, and then when I sleep on it, it kind of does its own thing, so
Hmm.
it kind of looks like a rooster. And
It looks beautiful.
well,
Doesn't
I
her hair look
combed it. I
beautiful?
combed it. I combed it, and I went out. It just my pajamas and kind of ratty pajamas, and my hair sticking up, and I'm sure they kind of stopped the truck a little bit when they saw me, like, whoa, they released somebody.
Oh, I'm sure they see a lot worse as they
I
travel
don't know, but
around.
that was funny. Oh, I didn't mention that it was also raining. So
Oh, yeah. There's that.
there's that.
Yeah.
There is that. But
But Michelle, you always look so beautiful. You always
you're
look so
kind.
so together.
You're
You
kind.
know, I just roll out of bed and grab some coffee and say, hi, everybody. And it's been
You
four
always
years
look
of doing
beautiful.
that.
Yeah.
So, you know, to me, it's no big thing. But I do remember when I first started doing this, and I try to get people to come on with me. And I'm going, just come on. People don't care what you look like. And they're like, oh, no, I don't have makeup on. I don't have my hair. I'm not dressed.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I'm
get
like,
that. I totally get that. But
yeah,
yeah.
that's why it's just a morning show. And we're not supposed to be all put together in the morning.
No.
That's
Okay.
not how we really are. Right?
Mm, that's true. That's very true. Yeah. Oh. Oh, dear.
What's wrong?
Excuse me. I got to take
Oh,
that.
okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
don't mean to
No, that's
interfere.
fine. Yes, we are in the villages, Kathy. That's where Michelle lives, and I'm here. I got
Hey,
here
what's up?
yesterday afternoon to be with her,
I'm doing it. I'm doing
and
a show
I
with
was so
Teri.
glad that she agreed to come on with me this morning. And let's see. Oh, hope your pain's gone from your stomach. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, we continue to send you healing, my dear. Brandy's grateful to be able to walk again, not too far yet, just the length of my house, but I can do it. Yes, you can, and you're going to stay on our prayer list for sure. Jean has seen people in real pajamas at Walmart. Michelle, I look like one of those silky weird chickens. I have seen that myself, Auntie Jean. Yes, if you go to Walmart, especially like late at night or early in the morning, don't be surprised at what you might see because people don't care. It's Walmart, right? so, so you'll see all kinds of dress and undress as you go in there. Brookie says, good morning to you, Michelle, and good to see you this morning. Good morning, Julie Kiss. And Max has you busy, but you've been listening. Well, did he ever settle down from his cup of coffee yesterday? I was thinking that that might become a morning routine for our Max man. Or what is it that Blue Jean calls him? Pterodactyl man.
Pterodactyl. By the way, today is Daughter's Day.
Is it?
Mother Daughter's Day. I believe so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to call my daughter back. It's something important. I
that's
don't know
pretty
what.
cool. So for all you moms
Yeah.
that have daughters, now
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Reach out to them.
Reach out to them.
Yeah.
So is this the part of the show where we sing or
We sing at the end.
okay? No, I know.
We
I
can
thought,
sing now. If anybody got anything to sing about, we have birthdays,
oh
anniversaries,
yeah.
We can sing a hurricane song.
I don't know the
I don't know the
hurricanes
hurricane song
song
either. We'll
either.
make one.
All right. I'm sure Leo can make one.
We can sing the na 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 goodbye.
Yeah, that's good. That was quick, Teri. Very quick.
Hey, I've had a little bit of coffee, not a whole lot yet, but it's working.
Yeah.
Sally, Walmart's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Ain't that the truth?
Oh my goodness, that's so true.
And really, it depends on what part of the country you're in, too.
It does. It does. Yeah.
I've been in some of those small town Walmarts, and oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, okay.
Oh, I've had experiences going through small towns about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a little bit, very short story, a little bit scary. I was with my friend Linda, and we had the GPS, and then we needed the GPS because we weren't quite sure where we were going, and the GPS stopped, and we needed gas. It's not working. Our phones aren't working. So what do? You drive. You just keep driving. And we were driving in circles for a while. And finally we found this gas station. And I mean, it seemed like literally it was out of the 1930s or whatever.
Mhm.
It had the crank gas.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. And we were kind of in a hurry, and I went in there to pay for it. I said, I guess, I'm not sure how this works. So you just take the handle and you just crank it. And I said, okay, do you have somebody who can do that for me? Or, no, ma'am.
You're dreaming.
I'm dreaming. So I said, okay, I'd like to pay for, I don't even know what number that would be, so that one. And she said, I'll be with you in a minute, ma'am. And there she was, just carrying on this good old conversation with a woman. And, it was just slow moving. And so I waited. I had to wait. And the woman wasn't buying anything. They were just in the middle of a friendly conversation. Yeah. So I paid. We went on our way. Then when we realized we had to turn around, we finally got a little spark of the GPS. And as we go to turn around, without a word of lie, in this driveway, Cujo comes running after us and jumps, and I had to do one of those things on the gravel, Anyway, there was more to it, but that's enough right now, right? So that was my experience in a small town. And that was only, like I said, 5 or 6 years ago. So.
Yeah. It's interesting because life is different in the small towns. I grew up in a small town, so I can speak from experience. But when I go back now to visit family, it's like, wow, you watch the grass grow, don't you?
But they like it. They're happy.
Oh, they love it. Yeah.
It's a different way of life. They're just,
I know. I have a younger brother that, he doesn't know what it would be like to be outside of that small town. Yeah. And he did tell me just the other day, though, that he would love, while he's still alive, to at least see the ocean.
Oh, said, well, my goodness.
You're missing out because, it's not that far from Kentucky to go to the coast.
Oh my goodness!
And I might have to just scoop him up one of these
I
days
think
and say,
so.
"Hey,
in
you're
your
going to go see the ocean.
You go get him. Everybody should see the ocean."
Yeah. So shout out to my little brother Gary.
Yeah.
He's one of Aunt Jean's favorite people. They have this mutual admiration. He adores her. Auntie Jean, you're just always in his heart, and he always asks about you. And he's probably listening right now. Oh. So, hey, Gary, I'm going to scoop you up and take you to the ocean one of these days.
Yeah.
You'll never know when that might happen.
I love the ocean. And here I am in the middle of Florida, right? But there's ocean on both sides. One of these days, I have to make it a point to drive east or west.
Yeah. And you do venture out.
No, I do. I do. When I'm down in Wellington, it's a little bit closer to the East Coast. So,
yeah.
Yes, I do love water. Picking card time.
Yes, we have to have a Kuan Yin card every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I encourage you all to go read the message from the angels last night, which was I see your perfection.
Mm.
Does that get you curious?
Yes.
I talk about it all the time about how if we can see somebody's good in them, we all have that spark inside of us. If we can see that
Mm-hmm.
instead of seeing the flaws of our humanity, then it would be a better world.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So let's see what Kuan Yin, she wants to do that one. Michelle?
Oh, you want me to read it?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I'm honored. Harvest Mother. Harvest Mother watches over all. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom. Allows, oh, I'm sorry, that was a kind of a long sentence
There was a
there.
comma.
Yeah, it's a comma. All messages from our inner world with wisdom allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic, even if it seems unfathomable. At an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. Boy, isn't that the truth?
Yeah, and that does go right along with what the
Beautiful.
angels had to say to us about
Mm-hmm.
seeing ourselves as perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that as long as we're looking with our physical eyes. We're
Right.
always going to see, oh, my hair needs this, or there's this on my face.
Oh.
We're always going to see that
Oh,
flaw,
yes. Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time when we look at ourselves, or even if we're not even looking at a mirror, our thoughts
Mm.
are toward whatever it is that we're not happy about ourselves, right?
Gosh, yeah. I mean, I think we are the most critical of ourselves than anything
Mm-hmm.
else. And
Yes.
I've fought with, trying. The thing is, when you try to be perfect, you're never going to reach that because we're human beings. It's not a negative mark against you by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that we are imperfect beings, and that's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
we have perfect spirit. We have a perfect spirit inside of us that
Right.
knows
Mm-hmm.
all the time what to do. So as I'm scrolling, through 300 images because it's just not the right one, that inner voice says, stop. Stop. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're all great. Just choose one. Whatever you choose will be the right one.
Absolutely.
So I have to battle with myself, often when I get carried away. And I know when I'm getting carried away, I don't feel at ease, when I'm scrambling, to find that perfect image, or scrambling to write the perfect line or the verse or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. And when I'm feeling anxious about it, I go, okay, something's not working here. Stop.
I'm looking in the wrong direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So inner
So the
voice.
inner voice. Yeah. We can train that inner voice, you guys. That's the beautiful part. We don't have to always give in to the criticism of the ego, right? We can just choose a
Yeah.
different thought. Like Abraham says, choose a better feeling thought.
Yeah.
If that thought you're having is causing you to go, ugh, I don't like that, then choose a better feeling thought. That, oh, well, maybe somebody will resonate with that picture,
Yeah.
even though I think that it could be better.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Choose that thought
Mm.
that this picture is going to touch somebody, it's going to make a difference to someone. I do that sometimes when I'm writing. I'm like, oh, will people understand this? I think it could be
Mm,
said a different way or a
mm.
better way. And sometimes I try to correct the angels. That doesn't work
Well,
well.
that's a no-no. In
I
any
mean,
world, that's a no-no.
yeah. I mean, when they're giving me the messages, I'm like,
I'm sure
oh,
they
you
enjoy
sure you
that.
want to say it that way? Why don't you move? Nope, just write it. And I found that out years ago when I wrote the book Changes, and I'm writing my story, and they're helping me to know what to put down in the story. And I said, I can't put that in there, angels. You know, I'm going to get criticized for that, or people are going to
Oh,
look at me
wow.
weird or whatever. And they're like, it goes in the story.
Right,
Like,
right.
stop questioning us, just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they know what's best.
It's interesting how we try to challenge at times. For me, I'll
Mm-hmm.
speak for myself, the divine or the angels or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, really? Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just listen, Michelle. Just be quiet. Be
Yes.
quiet. And yeah, be still. And when you're
That's right.
still, messages will come. And if they don't
Mm-hmm.
come, as we've always talked about, at that moment, they still will.
They will. Yeah. Yeah. Brandy says, I don't understand a few of the messages, but I get this one. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah. And sometimes we don't get them right away. Sometimes those words will ring in our ears later on, and we'll go, light bulb moment.
That's so true. And sometimes we hear the same message over and over again, and then it clicks. I've had that happen where I've
Mm-hmm.
heard something and I didn't get it at the moment. It didn't
Right.
make an impression at that moment, I thought. And then years later, another time, and I went, oh, wow, that's so enlightening when that happens. And so,
Yeah.
because I love to learn new things,
Me too.
right?
Yeah.
Because I know the one thing, right? When you finally realize you don't know everything, you know?
Really?
I know it was shock to me as well, but when that realization came, first of all, it's such a relief, that you
Yeah.
don't have to know everything and that
Mm-hmm.
things are open to new interpretation, things are open to change. Just
Yeah.
open your mind. And what do they say? Listen to understand, not to respond, which is
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Listen to
Yeah.
understand, not to respond. Because a lot of times, right, in conversations, we're ready to jump in with, well, what I think, whatever you should do or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's so much better to listen and really hear. It's hard to do at times.
Yes. Especially if we don't want to hear it,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This may be one of our life lessons, and we're like, I can't do that. Just like what Jean says. I tell the angels sometimes, I can't say that. And they tell me, yes, you can. And I always do. And you do, Jean. And I've watched you through the years struggle with, do I say this? Do I say something? Or do I
Oh,
keep my mouth
wow.
shut?
Wow.
But we're not here to play small, you guys.
No.
We're not here to keep our mouth shut and have our voice be restricted. We have that voice for a reason. And if we hear a message to say something, say something.
Say it.
Yeah.
So, who else do we have in the room today?
Oh my gosh, we got beautiful people. And Tony, good morning. Oh,
Good
it's so good
morning.
to see Tony here. You just wanted to say hi to your peeps. Well, we are so delighted that you did.
Wow.
It's an honor to have Tony. We usually have Sally, and I know that Tony's listening, but to actually see your name show up there in the comments, that's
Yay.
awesome. Oh,
Yay,
good.
yay.
Yeah, we have a whole group. We have 15 people watching, and probably more that are just kind of listening but not clicking on the show.
Oh, so many people here.
Yeah.
I should have made breakfast for everyone. That's my
Oh, I know.
that's my first thought. Oh my God, I have to feed these people.
True Italian, isn't she?
Yes, it's so true.
What can I feed you? Here, do you want this? Here's this.
What do you want? What protein do you want?
That is not a criticism in any way, you guys. I
Right.
have been around Italian people my whole life, and it's true. It's like, here, food.
Foods. Yeah.
And we do
Manja.
the same thing
Yeah.
in the country. Us country people.
Yeah.
When you go visit somebody that's in a small, I call it a small state, some of them really big,
Yeah.
but people who are country, they're like, food, here, let me put out a whole table full of food for you, even though you're one
Right.
person.
Food is like has its own language,
It's
doesn't
universal.
it? Yeah, it has its own
Yeah,
language.
absolutely. Oh, Lynn Marie, hello, darling. And Lynn is down in South Florida. Lynn, I don't think you're going to get any of this stuff. I think West Palm, is that where you're at, Lynn? Boca, West Palm, somewhere in that area. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get anything except rain. Rain, rain, rain. It's going to be a few days of that.
Mm.
And it is prayer request time. Look at us. We've been chatting away.
Oh,
And
sorry.
No. Don't you know our golden
no.
rule?
Okay.
Michelle
Cancel clear.
Michelle owes 25 cents.
All right.
She said, I'm
There's
sorry.
a quarter right over there. Yeah.
Oh, Tony's eating fry bread and scrambled eggs.
Oh.
Look at you.
Yummy.
And Annie, you are definitely like that also with food. Yep. What can I feed you? Let me make you a gumbo. And you don't make just a little bit of gumbo. It has to be like the big pot of gumbo.
I know. Oh, gosh, I know.
And Sally says, my Tia always did that too. Feed you and always cooking. Always. Always has, whatever it is that they can cook up and ready for you. Oh, you're in Pompano Beach, Lynn. Okay, it's been very windy. Yeah, Michelle had a lid blow off of something yesterday, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, outside I was worried that the whole thing, the outside storage chest might blow away.
Yeah. Oh, Brandy says, cutlets, please, Michelle. I'll make the cannoli.
Oh, okay. You make cannolis? Oh, I bow down to you if you make cannolis. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Annie, we try to always instill some wisdom in our conversation, even if it seems like we're just, what do they call it? Shooting the,
Yeah. Let's say shooting the breeze.
Shooting the breeze. That's right.
Yeah, but love is, like you said, love has it does have its own language. It's about sharing. It's about how we connect. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Is, connecting. That's what you do every morning. You connect with everyone.
Yes.
And we are not meant to be alone.
Well, that's how this all got started.
Yeah.
This show started in 2020 in the lockdown of COVID. And I just heard the message to open up a live stream and say, how are you all doing?
Yeah.
And actually it was kind of like, is there anybody out there?
Yeah.
And you guys came from all over the world. People came to say hello, and yes, we're here. We're still here. We didn't just disappear.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
And so that's what the whole idea of this show has been from the very beginning. Let's just check in with each other. Let's see if we need a prayer. Let's see if we have something to celebrate.
Yes.
And it continues to be that way. And that's why you all come in every morning to see how the family's doing. And I love that. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's interesting when you started it because COVID, in retrospect, was a game changer in a lot of ways, in a lot of areas. In some good ways, in some, let's say, challenging ways. But there are certain things that happen in life that when you look back, you go, wow, that really changed things a lot.
It did. It did. I remember I was doing a lot of journaling during that time. And one of the things I wrote is, it is not going to be the same world when we come through this fire, when we get to that other side of it. And it's true, it's not. But this is one of the blessings that came out of that time.
Yeah.
Is that we found each other.
Right.
And we have this spiritual family that just loves each other and lifts each other in prayer.
I know, it's so beautiful. It really, really is.
Yeah.
You created a beautiful forum and a place for people to feel connected.
Yeah, and to feel
So
safe.
thank you. And to feel
Safe
safe.
to come in, even though we are on a live
Mm.
stream and anybody can click on it and watch it. We feel
Mm-hmm.
safe to say, I whatever it is, I feel fearful or I feel anxious or I feel happy. We can just
Yeah.
express and not worry about what anybody else thinks about it. To
Mm-hmm.
just be in this safe container. I'm with family and we're with like-minded people that understand when
Yes.
we say something. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
There's
love
no
this.
judgment.
Mm-mm. No judgment, just love, as Sharon Ria would say.
You just love.
So Deirdre offers us a morning prayer
Yes.
for all
Yes.
humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking and support for parents of addicted children or
Mm-hmm.
any family member. So thank you for that, Deirdre.
I love that.
And Sally, her prayer is for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, for those living in fear of another, and
Oh,
also for those in the path of Helene.
thank you.
Thank you all for that. Good morning, Isabel. Glad that you're here with
Isabel,
us.
good morning.
Sally says it was talking about that time in
Oh,
2020. We
yeah.
opened up Zen Enlightenment in the beginning of COVID. I
Oh,
remembered that.
wow.
Yeah, and that was trust, wasn't it?
Oh, gosh. Yes.
When everybody else is shutting down and
Oh,
going into their
gosh.
cave and hiding, they're like, oh no, we need to shine a light, right?
That's
Yeah,
beautiful. Really beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so it opened up some, opportunities
mhm,
for sure.
yeah.
Things changed. There's a lot more people also working from home now.
Hmm.
That
Yeah. Yeah, people found they actually like doing that. It's
Yeah,
like go back into a little cubicle? No, thank you. I'll stay here.
I know.
Yeah, it was spirit guided, most definitely, Sally. And
Wow.
Auntie Jean says COVID gave us time to look inside and realize what is really important. We found our tribe and our home base.
That
Yeah,
oh, Jean, you just know what to say, don't you?
she does. And yes, Marietta, up, up, up. Remember to smile because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So let's do a very short prayer this morning. And if you have anything going on, please type it in there. We need to know so we can pray for you and lift you up. Let's remember all of those that are in the path of this storm, all of those that have family members or friends that they may be concerned about. And
Mm,
thank you all for reaching out. Every time there's something going on, I always get the calls or the texts, and I know you do too,
yeah,
Michelle, uh, to check in and say, hey, are
mm,
you okay? Did you get blown away yet?
yeah, yeah,
So thank you all for your love and your concern. But
yeah.
it is
Thank you.
really appreciated, and it makes me feel good that you all do that.
Yeah, it's so true, Terry. Just a simple, "Hey, how are you doing?" We don't always
Mm-hmm.
have to write these big, long, lengthy, have these big, long, lengthy conversations or texts, and we could just say, "Hey, just thinking about you.
Mm-hmm.
How is it going?" It
Yeah,
means just the touch means so much.
right. It
I
sure
appreciate
does.
it. I do.
Blue, blue, blue. Our blue showed up.
Good morning. Interesting day. Yeah. Tell me. Tell us what's interesting.
Well, we were looking, we realized that there was a solar flare yesterday.
Oh,
So,
right.
in addition to what was happening
That's
here on the Earth plane, we had the
the solar
planets,
flare,
yeah, the sun
right?
doing something to us. So, very
I mean, it
interesting.
was a little bit scary, didn't I? I looked at you and I said, "Are are we headed for disaster? Or it's headed straight our way?
Yeah. We were getting hit from below and from above. So.
The electromagnetic storms, which to me are always, when they're active, to me, it's always a better time to do manifest, or a good time. I shouldn't say better. There's never a better time, but a really good time to do manifestations and intentions when there's activity in space, the electromagnetic fields. So,
Yeah.
but this was some big solar flare, right? Was headed our way.
MP, what do they call it? MP3, something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, it was supposed to be big. I slept through it. So
All right, did you check? I mean, is it still coming, or?
I don't know. I mean, the world's still here as far as I know. Y'all are still here. So
Okay,
we didn't get blown away.
Could be a parallel universe. I hate to tell you, but we may be in a different universe right now.
I think so.
Okay, let's not. I'm getting silly
All
now.
right, so
I don't mean to be
let's
silly.
just ask for all of these prayers, all those on our long prayer list that we read yesterday, any that you all have added in today, and especially those sweet babies that are struggling right now, Haven and Wyatt, and we lift them up, and anybody going through any of your physical stuff, mental, spiritual, emotional, a lot of emotional stuff right now. You know, anytime there's a storm that has the potential to be disastrous, there's a little bit of anxiety in the world until it does its thing. So let's lift up all the prayers and just ask that they all be seen and heard, acknowledged, and answered for the best and highest good. And I like to see us just placing those prayers in a balloon, all of them, just stuff them right into a balloon, and we just hold on to that balloon for a moment, giving it a blessing of love, just knowing in our hearts, having the faith and the trust that everything is seen, nothing is left out, there's no exclusion. And anybody that you're concerned about, you can put them in that balloon as well. And together, let's release it. Let's just breathe in the love from God and blow that balloon and release it so that it goes up to the universe, knowing that all is well. What is it Marietta says? Everything is working perfectly. And just see that. See the perfection of it. As we were talking earlier, sometimes we look at what's wrong or what we consider to be wrong. Let's look at the perfection. Every prayer being seen and answered. And we don't know what that perfection looks like. So that's why we release it. We don't hold on to it. And then let's just give gratitude. Thank you to the Creator. Thank you to all of Divine Mother, Christ, angels. Thank you, blessed angels, for guiding us and helping us to see our perfection, to see that we are not these flawed beings that need to be fixed. We are exactly what we're supposed to be at any given moment. Thank you all. Thank you for your love, those that are gathered here, those that will watch this later. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful family. And I'm so very grateful to you, Michelle, for being here this morning.
Thank you. You're a blessing in my life, Teri. You really are.
And
so many lives.
I adore you too. We have a mutual admiration society here.
We do.
And yes, Marietta, EIWP, accept, align, allow.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I saw Sue Seekoff come in to be with us this morning. Good morning, Sue.
Sue. Hi.
And Robin Waters Dykes, where the heck have you been? We miss you when you're not here, my darling friend. So glad that you decided to pop in this morning. Isabel says a little tornado just passed in Wellington.
Oh, gosh.
Is that why your daughter called you?
I don't know. She said she needed to talk to me, but I said, can I call you back? And she said, okay, when? And I said around 9ish.
Okay.
Okay,
So
good.
we'll find out if her
Yeah.
daughter's okay because
Yeah.
she is in
Yeah.
Wellington.
Jean said, "Oh
Oh, sorry.
yes, Jean. Yes, Capricorn is back in Pluto until November. Yup, 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 yup.
Going to
So,
be interesting and intense.
mm,
And so, where is Dave? Dave, get this woman some coffee. Uh-oh. What's Gizzy doing now? He has another new game in the Find the Cat. Where's Gizmo?
oh
Well, that little
goodness.
stinker, you just let him know that Mama Cat's coming to see him and he better start behaving.
Oh,
I've already warned him.
Jean, thank you. You're so kind.
She's awesome, isn't she?
She is.
And
She
also, an
is.
eclipse is coming.
Yes, it is
Okay.
October 2nd. Hear all about it on EWN on October 1st. I'll be doing the predictions for October. I can't believe it, October.
I know.
Lots of stuff going on.
Absolutely. We're going to have a gathering in October, and I'm so excited
Yeah.
about that. And I'm hearing back from some of you that you're excited. And if you got my email about the spiritual experience we're going to have together, I said, reply to this email and let me know you got it. And I have heard from some of you. So pay attention.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm going to music because it's Leo time. Let me turn the birds off. Thank you, birdies, for talking to us. And here we go. So it's time for love and gratitude. All right. Thank you. I love you, Michelle.
Thank you. I love you, Teri.
And we have Deirdre starting us off with a thank you. I love you. What a blessing to be with you all in the
I
morning.
know. I know.
I can't imagine starting my day any other way. Loving on you all. Just a warning that when we are together for that weekend, the 18th to the 21st, we're going to be doing Qigong probably around this time, meditation and Qigong. So, yeah, unless somebody else wants to take control and do a morning show for everyone for that, just that weekend, we'll be in person saying thank you, I love you, and loving on each other. Thank you, Brandy, and Sally and Tony. We love you so much. Charlie, thank you for being here. Charlie is one of those we were talking about earlier who loves to say, here, what do you want? I've got food. I'll feed you. And David's so busy now. Dolly's going to have to be at the bar until spring. It's all good.
And he's building a cupola.
They're building a barn for Dolly.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what a cupola is, but it sounds like it's important to have. Oh, is that the thing that's over your porch for Dolly to stand under so it doesn't get snowed on? Oh, Captain Kovacs, we love you too, darling. And Captain, we pray for your mom every day. Just hope she's doing good.
What nice comments.
I know.
That's because these are all very open, loving people, you know. We kind of, I don't think we attract into our life a couple of things, what we need most and what we're also putting out there. So, so this is really nice.
This is our people. Penny, thank you. It is a delight to have Michelle with us.
What a blessing for all of you to be on here and welcoming me. That's
Isabel, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad that tornado didn't blow you to Kansas. We beat you here in Florida. Eugene, thank you. I love you. The grid is lit for Gaia and Florida. Thank you for that.
oh,
We
yeah.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, I don't think Tallahassee's ever had a storm hit it straight on. So this is going to be interesting. Because Tallahassee is our state capital. Yeah, I just went through there on my way down to here. So
Mm.
nice to see it being undamaged. And Brookie, we love you, sweet Brookie, and Dylan and baby Max. And Brookie says, I loved Charlie feeding me at the last retreat.
Oh.
Oh, the song ended. We were talking. Wait a minute, Leo. We weren't ready for that song to end. I was taking too much time, I guess. Oh, the cupola, I guess, goes on the roof to vent the hayloft. I will send photos. Thank you. But you all were ready for Leo. I wasn't. I was
Oh,
busy
now I know what it
gabbing.
is. Okay, now I know what it is. I'm picturing it now in like northern like houses, or but you said in the barn or something. But I think I know what it is. I think. Well, send pictures
We'll get
anyway.
pictures.
That's all.
Oh, thank you.
Woohoo!
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
And,
thank
and
you.
Leo, thank you for our morning song. We love it so much. And yeah, Leo's going to work on a birthday song for when people have birthdays. We can play a Leo
Oh.
singing happy birthday to them. And Leo, I hope I get to see you when I come further south. Right now, I'm in the middle of the state, but I do have to go down to the Fort Lauderdale area in about a week or so. So, all right. So we're going to get out of here. We have a day.
I have to make you breakfast.
And Michelle has to call her daughter and make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
everything's okay in Wellington.
Yes, I do.
I love you guys.
Love you all.
See you back here tomorrow morning.
Have a beautiful day, everyone.
If I can't get on, if we don't have power, I'll send a message. I'll send up smoke signals
Yeah.
that you all know that we're okay.
But we'll have power,
We
right?
will have power. Oh, thank you, Susie Koff. Love you so much. And
Love
Mama
you,
Hada
Sue.
Bear, love you. So we're out of here, and we leave you with namaste,
Stay,
y'all.
y'all.
We'll see you later. Bye for now,
Bye.
and we'll see some of you in class tonight.